Hello everybody and welcome to today's section. Today's section is going to be powerful based on its topic itself. You already know what we are here to discuss. Family pressure is a silent wealth killer. And I quickly want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not in any way in the course of this section trying to tell you that or trying to encourage you not to help your parents based on how the section might go, but I'm only trying to enable you or enlighten you on how you can build wealth comfortably without being pressured. You see, this pressure of the thing has made a lot of us missed a whole good opportunities. And to some extent, I won't blame the older generation, but I'll still blame them because that is the way they are being taught on their way growing up. But if you get to expose, if you get to see some certain things in life, you will have a different approach or mentality towards wealth building. Now, Dangote might come out and say something like, nobody gave you money to start his business, so on and so forth. But you will all agree with me that he had something that no other, like he had something that not even the average person could have. And that alone is the environment which he grew up from. Only you being in that environment gives you access to many things and changes the way you see things. So, the moment you say family pressure kills wealth, what people hear is you hate your family, or you don't like your family and the rest of it. But what we are trying to say is that we are not saying that you should hate your family. We are telling you that love without structure becomes a financial struggle. That is the main essence of it. Wealth without structure becomes a financial struggle. So, in this section, I want you to stick with me and follow me till the end so that you don't get to miss any detail points that I'm bringing out. So you don't miss it out of context. Now, I jotted out some things that, because this conversation is going to be a bit lengthy but powerful and impactful, that by the end of this video you will gain something from inside, not just see my face alone, but gain something from inside. So this topic happens to originate from what I went through of recently, like that. And I get to see that if I could express this from my own family, that means a whole lot of people are, are experiencing this, and I decided to bring up this topic and share it with my own personal experience. So we are going to be touching on some life experiences and give you the logical aspect of it. Now, how family pressure, we are going to be talking about the first set, how family pressure actually kills wealth. You see, one problem we have is being pressured to do some things, and most of the time this affects the first fruit of the family, of any family, because a whole lot of responsibility is being placed on you to do more. Much is expected of you where less is given to you, and it's just like that. Now, there's something I always tell people, that you can't tell me that you went through the 4 walls of education and you are still repeating the same pattern, or you are still building the same way your parents build their life. Then there must be something wrong with you. You just went through, or the 4 walls of education went through you. You didn't go through the 4 walls of education. Now, what am I trying to say? We that have opportunities or privileges to go to school, to see life differently, we saw so many mistakes and so many errors. Like for me, I had only 3 friends in school, a male and 2 female. And one of these female happens to be okay financially. And I saw the way things played out between the rich family, the poor, the middle class, and all those. And I learned a whole lot from that experience. I learned a lot from such experience. And I said to myself, no, I can't build or I can't live the way my parents lived. And now, in growing into that stage, in you having a different taste board about wealth creation, there's something I want you to know. You are going to offend a whole lot of people, most especially your family members. And I'm here to tell you that if you are not ready to be hated by the people you are trying to help, then you are not ready to build wealth. That is just it. Because the people you are trying to help will also still come against you. For example, after learning all these stuffs about wealth and decide to make myself as an example, to share my experiences, to teach the younger ones that are coming or wanting to get to that financial freedom stage, a whole lot happened. And this is it. I graduated from school. After graduating, then for me, I don't like sitting down just doing nothing. So I have to look for something to do and all that stuff. And the next thing, after getting a job which was paying me 35,000 naira, and the next thing my mom was telling me that my mom was like, you still need you I want you to be sending me certain amount of money every month from that my salary. And guess what? I just graduated from school. I'm just starting to build and you are demanding this from me. And I told her, sorry, it's not going to work. And I can tell you that today the conversation between me and my mom has been different. Not that she didn't, but I'm making it, I've tried as much as possible to make sure she understands what I'm trying to say. And in the course of this video, I'm still going to tell you how you can answer such questions, how you can say no to some things without anger. Because like the Bible says, honor your father and your mother. And there are some problems you need to apply wisdom to it, because if you don't, it is going to affect you. Now, number one is income is attacked before capital is formed. This is just the example I just gave. That salary, my mom knows the amount of salary I was receiving, and she has already budgeted her own from inside. Now, guess what? My dad is not like that, because I can literally tell you that one is being exposed more than the other, but I still love them anyways. Now, I can boldly tell you that my dad still do send me money, even not the exact amount or the high amount he used to give before, but he sends money not every month but once in a while. I just say, just use it to add to whatever you are earning. And I didn't know that he instructed that nobody should ask me for money. They should let me be. He has given his own deadline. The truth of the matter is, if your parents actually love you like they say, the first 5 years of your life, they are supposed to leave you to let you build. Now, from Otedola's book, if you are opportunity to read the book, you will see that even the billionaire gives bought cars for his children. This is a billionaire, bought cars for his children. Now, when he bought the cars, if you remember, they were wealthy, they had money, they had something doing, but he still bought Ferraris for them, and people were. The thing is that our poverty mentality is so much that we don't even know that we are having that mentality, or we are living in poverty. If you don't get to experience something, if you don't get to be exposed to some things, you still remain the same. Before salary comes, you see bills up and down, and if you decide to attempt to eat one after the other, before you know, you will see that by the end of the year, you are not able to save something tangible for yourself. Income is attacked before capital is formed. You are supposed to save. There's this pidgin proverb that says, now who sit down where they fit lap another person. You are the one, school fees, you are this, you need to do this, you need to do that. Let me tell you something. Your dad married your mom because he loved her. Is that so? And it's his responsibility to take care of your mom and the children. Now you are growing. Yes, everybody has a way of training, bringing up their children and whatever. But their core responsibility is to take care of you. There is nothing bad there that when you finish school, your parents have certain money to give you and say, take, go and start. Or go and find out what you will do. And by the time you are clear, you have the clarity of what you want to pursue in life or what you want to become in life. There is this certain amount of funds being there for you. Do you know that the rich have trust funds for their children? But we, there is nothing like it is you that is you are expected to be given. That is why I stated that much is expected from you where less is being given to you. There is no platform, there is no structure. Do you know that there are some, when I was in school, the experience I got was, now this rich lady in my circle, I do tutorials and all those things for them, but their grade point is different from mine. And I wonder, me that is teaching is not getting the same results of what these people, they are always higher than my own. What is happening? It was when I later discovered the whole thing, and I said to myself, we don't have to suffer the same thing over and over again. There was a time I was trying something earlier in my life, early years of my life when I was growing up, and I told my dad that this is the way it is being run now. My dad said, you don't have money for that, so I should go and pray and work hard. Now I'm not saying hard work doesn't pay, but there are some things that you don't need to suffer the same way. Do you know that everybody that goes for NYSC camp, anybody that goes to the NYSC camp, it's not everybody that is going to serve in a district locality. You see that. That is why if you check most of my previous video when I talk about the work versus hard work equals to more money, I said something there that in Nigeria it is not about your hard work anymore. Yes, you have to be hardworking, don't get me wrong, you need to be hardworking, but nowadays it depends on who knows you, who trusts you, and who you know. That is as simple as that. That is as simple as that. So things are changing. It is not the same way. I said to one of my mates one time that the way you are building your life, I can tell that in 10 years time there is nothing that is going to be profitable out of the way you are building your life, because you are always sorting bills. You are always, the emotional blackmail attached to these things that makes us to feel that, oh, we're supposed to. No, remember that you also will have children to raise. Are you going to still raise them the same way your parents raised you? The opportunities you lack, will you still allow your child or your children to still lack that same opportunity? And if no is your answer, then you must not build like the way others are building. You have to find another way in which you can build. The two is you are forced into consumption, not assets. You are forced into giving. Money comes, you already know where the money is going. The money is not going into buying any asset or saving up for a skill or any other thing. It's school fees for the younger ones, feeding money every month for my mom, bills for this, bills for that. And you are working, you are not building, you are just giving out. And by the end of the day, you see that you don't have anything to show for it. The third one, you become the backup plan. Nowadays, our parents sees us as an investment. Now, I'm not saying there's something bad in it. Just like I said from the onset. I'm not trying to tell you that don't help your parents, but I'm just giving you an enlightenment on how you should go about it. Nowadays, our parents sees us as a backup plan, in the sense that all what they have been investing in us, it is expected that we do times two of that. My dad told me something one day that I'm going to give you whatever you want, but I don't want much from you. I just need this simple thing. If it's the only thing you can do for me, it is okay. The rest, I can take care of my wife, and the rest people I can take care of. And I saw it from another angle that okay, yes, this one now the pressure is being lifted up. But how many parents today can we boast that can do such a thing? When you graduate NYSC, you alawi, they have already cut one portion, and your dad is still working, your mom is still working. Sometimes what even funny is that most of us are eager to just help. They are not the one even asking us now, we are helping. And most of the times the female, which is the mother aspect now, they know how to play this emotional blackmail, in the sense that when money comes, maybe they ask their husband for money and this it didn't go as planned, they will come and be crying to you, and before you know, you are not expected to give. You have something to build, or you don't have future. Is it that you don't have future, or you don't have plans for yourself? Most of us, we at the early stage, we started helping when they didn't even ask us to help, just because you just take, use it. You made this amount, take, use it. And by the end of the day, when you start going higher, the more the responsibility, you yourself are the one that take the responsibility upon yourself. Most people are just the cause of their problems. They are just the cause of their problem. The emotional trap behind it. Because family pressure don't come with contract, but it comes with emotion. So you can't take care of us again, Abby, after all we have done for you. So is this how you are going to repay us back? You know, I carried you 9 months in my womb. You sucked my breasts. There was one video trending that the guy was outside the country and he was sending money to his mom for the mom to put some things in place for him in school and all that. The mom was saying, yes, she's putting some things in place. And when the guy finally came back, oh, let me come back now and relax. Okay, let me even see what my mom. The thing didn't go as planned, and he was complaining about it. The mom brought out the emotional blackmail. I'm your mother, I'm your this, I'm your that. Am I not supposed to eat? I carried you for 9 months. It's not me that will eat your money. It's not. We are not saying that. I'm not saying that you should not help, or those of us that are in this topic, we are not trying to tell you that don't help, but or you are not going to eat from the fruit of your labor. You are going to definitely eat, but I'll still say it. Now, who sit down where the lap person is the person that sat down, a person that sat down properly on his seat, a person that sat down properly on his seat that can be able to lap another person. That's just me. Now, who sit down where the lap person? And if you didn't sit down properly, that's your love will turn to emotional struggle. That is just it. That is just it. Family pressure. What is expected from you, you must. Most of us, that is why I see most Yahoo boys and I just look at them and laugh. You are not building, there's nothing, there's no substance here. Yes, you might have the money, but there is no substance. There are some people that even with the money, when they open their mouth to talk, you know that they have no plans for themselves. We are repeating the same circle over and over again. There was one time I was telling somebody that this is not how you build. This is not how you build, because at the end of the day, if you die tomorrow, if you die today, your parents will still survive without you. The only thing they'll be remembering you for is the things, maybe if you are the one that normally buy it, that is what they'll still survive. Nobody will die and follow you. I think there was a video trending earlier this year or late last year that someone died and the man was like, why the person is early in his grave now. The person was trying to please everybody. You can't help everybody. You can't solve every family problem. And it's a fact. You can't solve every family problem. Just as simple as that. You can't solve every family problem. Pick the one you can solve and go. If you study, don't just, the thing is that don't just study. Most of us, we are intelligent. We have intelligent people, but we don't have, few are wise. We don't have the wise people. We study, we look at the rich, but we don't study the pattern. We just, oh, this is how this person, we don't study the patterns. What do they do? There's family business. There are secrets to it. From the men who built America, John Rockefeller, till today, the family wealth is still top notch. You don't ask yourself, how is this person? We know, we have read the ways. Most of us have even read the ways of building wealth, but we still see it as a scam because of our mentality, because of our taste bugs. We don't have good taste bugs. The people we even try to idolize, there is no substance in them. We just follow blindly. We like trends. The ones who are creating real value, we see them as trash because we don't like delayed gratification. We just want something sharp. Responsibility and self-sabotage, they are not the same. I'm telling you. Responsibility and self-sabotage are not the same. Responsibility is when you cut your coat according to your size and face it, plan. Self-sabotage is when you end up doing things out of emotions. Oh, I don't want them to see me as a bad person. I don't want, like I said, if you are not ready to accept the fact that you are going to offend the people you are helping, then you are not even ready or qualified to even help in the first place. Because definitely you must offend. Because now you are not seeing it, you are not thinking like them. You have another mindset in itself. You have another mindset. So when you start behaving like the rich, or you start to do the things the rich do, everybody tends to see you different. Everybody tends to say that you do too much. But actually you are not doing too much. It is because the our taste bug and the poverty mindset or the mentality we have been encoded with is affecting us badly. And the problem, the more danger to it is that we are not even aware that we are living a poverty lifestyle. And most of us know, but to vocalize our ignorance is hard. Someone tell you this is how he makes his money, you can't even ask detailed question. The next thing, everything is scam. Do you know that there are still some people today that still doubt that Dangote did not make his money clean? There are still some people that there is one way or the other. The parents did not make their money, or the Otedula family did not make their money for clean money. It's through ritual, it's through this, it's through that. The problem is that the people who made fetish money are more popular, are the noisemakers, than the ones who are building their wealth silently. You don't have to look like you have money before we know that you have money. That doesn't mean that you should not dress well, or you should not appear appropriately. If your parents really love you, the first 5 years you should give for building. There is nothing bad that your family has a family business. There is a family business going on, and they say go and work once in a while, come and learn the business. After learning the business, if it's the family business you want to run, good and fine. If it's not the family business, this is the your own portion. Take anything you want, will still support you, but build with this. There is nothing bad in that. I remember a Nollywood actor was interviewed about this, and most times there is also a problem to it also. Most times we give advice, and at the end of the day there is fear of the unknown. This is what I'm trying to say. Let me bring the story now. This Nollywood actor was interviewed, and he said something that his parents were wealthy, they had money. So his dad always said, Go for your dream, chase your dream, blah 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 blah, and the rest. And the time he decided to go into acting, his dad was seeing it as something of being serious. Like, why will you go for this thing? This thing is not, you will suffer, you will do this, you will do that. That is the most, they use it all the time for us. Like for me, when growing up, I even to date, I don't like staying in one place doing nothing. Even if it's to do work and they are paying me 10,000 naira, I will do it. I don't want, because I know myself, I know what I can do. It's just that I'm not in the right environment yet. The guy left. He left after his father said he left. Few years down the line, I think 2 years or 3 years, I can't actually tell. His mom came to look for him and he was crying. His mom faced down and said, oh, he want to come back home. And the mom told him, you are not coming back home. This thing you started, you must finish it. I'm proud of you. What do you want? Give what is being necessary. Give him what he needed at that point, and that is what he took and kick off from. Assuming it was another parent, you will hear a whole lot. Say when we told you don't leave, you think you don't know what life is. You don't. The day my mom told me all this stuff, I told her that yes, let me suffer the suffer. Let me suffer the suffer. Yes, it's good. Let me suffer. Let me suffer the all the suffer. But there is nobody that has a success story that don't go through failures. I'm not afraid to fail. Let me say. Let me say. And also there are some failures you have if you don't have the right people. You can't stand though. You can't stand. What I'm trying to say in essence is that you can't save everybody. You have to have a plan. And this will lead us to how to handle family pressure intelligently. Now, number one, quickly, is cap your support. Cap your support. Decide when to help. These rich people have budget for everything. I'm telling you, they have budget for everything. Before their money comes, they know where the money is going to. That is why they always tell you they are poor. They are poor, they are broke. And sometimes they don't like giving you money because there is no value to it. What economic value do you have? So how do you handle family pressure? Cap your support. Decide when to help. You can decide that if every December you'll be sending money home to your parents. Or maybe every first quarter of the year you send something. First quarter and last quarter of the year you send something. And that is how. Cap your support. Decide when to help. Know what you are helping. With all of this is the one that can do. You give your support. Because by the end of the day, if you open your wings, you are still going to go empty. Like there was one day we were together, we were working on site, and the bricklayer said something that your people will tell you that you're not gonna marry, you are getting old, you're not gonna marry, you are getting old. Now that you are married, now there's no money for food. If you go outside and meet those people and say now there's no money for food, they'll still tell you that don't you know that you need to plan before you enter marriage. That is all I can say. If you get it, that's good. If you don't get it, stop emergency based living. Every month you will borrow loan. The loan is to support another loan, give out, solving this. Your money that is coming, every money you have is solving problems. My brother, you won't build wealth, you won't build that life you want. Be selfish for a while, because when you are strong, you can help anybody comfortably. Your help, you need to build some structures in place so that when helping, it don't affect you. You help from a place of comfort, because you will still have your own kids. You have a life to build. Invest first. The third one, invest first, then support. I've said it, I've explained it. Invest in yourself. You might be saving to learn a skill so that you can upgrade your fixed your income, your end income. After end income, before you know when to save, when to help, decide on how you want to help. And the last is learn to say no without anger. It is not until you shout, it is not till you make fights. Silence is also a boundary. That's why most people leave home and don't talk to home for quite a while. After 3 years, they come back. Because at the end of the day, once you ignore home, if you come back again, all you are still going to do is still charity. You will still bring the bag of rice and you still charity. The reason most of us are just, if we look at it, there is nothing in our house. There's nothing there home. That is why our parents do compare us with so many people outside. So many people outside. And again, just a tip, before you start complaining about, oh, your parents is poor, your that is this, and you are complaining without asking questions. That is why I say we have a whole lot of intelligent, educated people, but we don't have wise people. As you are asking, saying your parent is poor, you are not asking what, or you are not studying what causes it and how you can break from it. You also are going to raise kids that will still tell you that you are poor. The same way you are saying, where was your dad when Dangote was hustling? The same way, if you don't make it, your children will still ask you the same thing. So that is why when I first started, I said, are you going to, you can't tell me that you are this educated, or you have been exposed to life to some certain level, and you still are building the same way your parents built. It is an error. It is rubbish. It is rubbish. It is rubbish. Note this, the same family that pressure you today will respect you when you are stable, not when you are still struggling with them. I gave an example just now. The same people you are trying to help, 5k, thank. My mom is an issue that I really love so much. I love the way she talks. I love, because she's still the same person that will encourage you, and still the same person that will still demand from you. It's the type, my mom will tell you that save, oh, you need to save. But if she sits with small problem like this, she'll still call you and ask you for money, and if you don't give, you are a bad child. But it's normal. It is normal. To me, it is normal. You might, if like you say, I know. One day I told, when we were arguing back and forth, I told her that you are my main source of motivation. Do you know why? She said, why? I want to have money so much that by the time you are experiencing that financial freedom, the things you'll be saying that time, I will remind you of this what you are saying. Most especially when you heard when they are doing the emotional blackmail. Is it until I die? That is when you will not be regretting. My mom used instances like, because I've seen it. It's just like, I said, if it is destined for you to die before the money comes, good and fine. But let me ask you, are you thinking of dying? No. Don't stress yourself too much. It is something that you have to calm down. It is patience. I have relations that their children are outside. You can't have to wait first on this balance. You start picking one. He has a budget every year. He will come, maybe this year is the last one you take, the next year the second to last, third, and just one at a time. You can't settle if you are trying to please everybody. The same mom that was complaining then, the mom now is outside. The mom now is outside. Real respect comes from assets, leverage, system, not being everybody's a team. I think this is where I'll call the cutting off, because I can keep on talking and talking without full stop. Without full stop. I love to talk, so this is where I would draw the cutting for the section. But I'll leave you with this. Family pressure is a silent wet killer because it looks like love but behaves like death. It looks like love but behaves like death. DEBT. I think you get that. And I'll still repeat it. I'm not saying you should not help, and I'm not saying you should not love your parents, but all I'm trying to say in all the plenty talk is that love without structure becomes financial struggle. If you find this video helpful, make sure you follow me for more. And until next time, stay safe.